Ever wondered how vacation rental owners decide on their pricing? What makes a vacation rental worth $200 a night and another $2,000? Today we're going to unravel the mystery of vacation rental pricing strategies. Now, pricing strategy, it's not just about slapping a number on a listing and hoping for the best. Far from it. It's a complex process that juggles numerous factors, from location and amenities to competition and customer behavior. It's a fine art that can make or break the success of a vacation rental business. Take, for instance, Grand Welcome of Destin and Miramar Beach. They're not just another player in the game. With Grand Welcome housing over 1,600 properties nationwide, they have an extensive data set to draw insights from. They meticulously analyze their own and competing occupancy rates to ensure they stay ahead of the curve. Understanding pricing strategies is key to maximizing your rental income, so let's dive in. Firstly, we need to understand the basics of a pricing strategy. It's not just about picking a number out of the blue. There's a science to it, grounded in understanding key factors like location, property size, amenities, and customer reviews. Location, for instance, is a big one. A beachfront property in Malibu will naturally command a higher price than a cabin in the woods. Property size also matters. The larger your vacation rental, the more you can usually charge. Amenities too play a crucial role. A house with a private pool or a hot tub can fetch a premium. And let's not forget about customer reviews. Positive reviews can significantly boost your rental's value. After all, who wouldn't want to stay at a place that's highly recommended by previous guests? These factors can vary greatly, even within the same city or region, and understanding these variations is key. Now that we know what factors into a pricing strategy, how do we use this information to our advantage? Seasonality is a major factor in determining prices for vacation rentals. It's all about supply and demand. When the weather is warm and the kids are out of school, families flock to vacation spots. This increased demand allows for higher rental prices. Conversely, during the off-season when the crowds dwindle, prices are adjusted downward to attract those remaining travelers. Here's where the power of data comes in. Grand Welcome of Destin and Miramar Beach, with over 1,600 properties in its parent company portfolio, has a wealth of data to analyze and predict seasonal trends. By thoroughly evaluating in-house and competing occupancy rates, they can pinpoint when demand rises and falls. This data-driven approach enables them to optimize prices, maximizing revenue during peak periods, and keeping properties occupied during the slower months. Remember, it's not just about setting a price. It's about understanding when and why prices should fluctuate. Understanding and leveraging seasonality is a key component of a successful pricing strategy. Beyond seasonality, there are other factors that can significantly influence your pricing strategy. One such factor is local events. Festivals, concerts, sports games. These are all events that can dramatically increase demand for vacation rentals. Imagine a popular music festival that pulls in tens of thousands of visitors to your area. These visitors need somewhere to stay, and that's where your property comes in. With such a spike in demand, you can afford to increase your prices significantly for the period of the festival. Similarly, a major sporting event can draw crowds from far and wide. Whether it's a regional baseball tournament or a national golf championship, these events bring with them a surge of visitors and potential guests for your rental property. By aligning your pricing strategy with these events, you can capitalize on this increased demand and maximize your rental income. But it's not just about local events. Overall market demand is another key factor to consider. As a basic rule of economics, higher demand leads to higher prices, and vice versa. If the vacation rental market in your area is booming, with more visitors looking for properties than there are properties available, you have the power to increase your prices. On the other hand, if the market is slow, with more properties than visitors, you might need to lower your prices to attract guests. So, how do you keep track of all these factors? That's where Grand Welcome of Destin and Miramar Beach comes in. As a nationwide player with over 1,600 properties, we constantly monitor both in-house and local competing occupancy rates, local events, and overall market demand. This thorough evaluation allows us to optimize our prices, ensuring we get the best possible return on each property while still offering competitive rates to our guests. Remember, pricing strategy isn't a set-and-forget aspect of running a vacation rental. It requires constant monitoring and adjustment to ensure you're getting the most from your property. By keeping a close eye on local events and market demand, you can significantly boost your rental income. So we've covered a lot today, but what are the key takeaways? First, let's circle back to the importance of a well-thought-out pricing strategy. It's the linchpin that holds your vacation rental business together. A good pricing strategy isn't just about setting a rate and forgetting about it. It's a dynamic process that requires constant monitoring, tweaking, and optimization. Let's not forget the factors that influence your pricing strategy. Seasonality is a big one. Remember, the demand for vacation rentals isn't the same all year round. There are peak seasons and off-peak seasons. Adjusting your rates accordingly can make a world of difference to your bottom line. Then, there's the impact of local events and market demand. A big festival in town, a sports event, these can spike demand for vacation rentals. Being aware of these events and adjusting your prices accordingly can help you capitalize on these opportunities. But, how do you stay on top of all these factors? That's where data comes in. And not just any data, but relevant, reliable data. This is where Grand Welcome shines. With over 1,600 properties nationwide, they have a wealth of data at their disposal. They leverage this data to evaluate both in-house and competing occupancy rates, helping them to stay ahead of the curve. But it doesn't stop there. Grand Welcome of Destin and Miramar Beach has successfully implemented these strategies, setting a stellar example for vacation rental owners. They have demonstrated the importance of not just setting a price, but actively managing it, taking into account all relevant factors. So, what's the bottom line? A well-thought-out, data-driven pricing strategy is critical for the success of your vacation rental business. It can help you maximize your rental income, ensure your property is always in high demand, and ultimately, keep your guests happy. With the right pricing strategy, you can maximize your rental income and ensure your property is always in high demand. Happy renting!